a nap. I gave you that for free.
Can you imagine the life of a cat that got to live in that apartment?
Pretty good.
Can you imagine the life of a human? The view, the staircase? Goodness. I think Alexi was into it. Sitting very prim and proper on this Saturday morning from Pat. Very cute. Thanks for sharing. We also have Max, who maybe is a little less prim, a little less proper, but a little more like what I will look like later this afternoon. Linda, thank you for sharing. Your baby snoozing on the couch. And Nino is ready to go. Not being left behind by Molly, ready to jump in the bag and head out the door. Today, sunny start to a very warm Saturday. Once again, our highs today are in the low to mid 80s, similar to our landing spot as yesterday. But it'll look a little different as showers and storms start to fire up the second half of the day. So morning, breakfast plans, brunch plans, all good with a mostly sunny start to the day. But as you head out and about after about 3 or 4, you'll want to take the umbrella given the threat for thunderstorm activity, some of which could be strong with heavy rain and gusty wind. I'll time it out for you in Futurecast and the full AccuWeather forecast right after the break. Just when I thought I couldn't love Julia Louis-Dreyfus more.
Yeah, right?
She's right.
Cat.
She's absolutely right. Okay, we got some kitties to start our Saturday morning. This is Lambie, who is thinking of taking a dip. I've never seen a cat look longingly at water, but Christy, you've got a special one. Very cute. We also have Holly, who's ready for an outdoor adventure. Today, good day to do it, at least for the first half. You want to be grabbing the umbrella or keep it indoors after about 3 or 4 as those thunderstorms fire up. But hopefully that doesn't impact Emily and Charlotte Bronte's birthday. Megan sent me this picture saying happy birthday to her 2 kitty cats. So very sweet on this Saturday morning. It's a sunny start to a very warm day. Our highs back in the low 80s, similar to our landing spot yesterday and a little more typical of temperatures in late June. It's the second half of the day that scattered thunderstorms start to fire up, some of which could be strong to severe with heavy rain and gusty winds. So for the outdoor plans, I would say first half of the day, definitely the better bet. I'll time out today's storms on Futurecast after the break.
New Jersey.
Thanks. Wow. Well, you'd make it great for some people. It is not great for other people.
Yeah,
apparently.
It's like poking the holes, right? And the water comes out of that way.
Right, it's true.
Everybody have it once.
Very true.
Is it a movie day, or can we find some here and there?
How about
here and there?
Both? It's an outdoor day and a movie day.
I like it.
Just trying to keep everyone happy, as I often do. You know me. First half of your Saturday looks gorgeous. Sunny skies, dry conditions. Get outside and enjoy the warm weather we have as our highs make their way to the low 80s. The second half of our Saturday turns stormy, the kind of storms that really impact your day with locally heavy downpours and potentially damaging wind gusts. We'll talk about it all. Right now, gorgeous live look outside. 65 degrees as we start the day. 6:50 right now. Sun rose almost an hour ago. It's been up for a while, so temperatures are already starting to respond. 66 this morning in Newark. Hapatcong at 57, Hanover and Bridgewater each at 55, Teaneck at 62. On Long Island, Islip waking up to 57, out east Montauk at 58, Poughkeepsie at 59, and down the shore we're seeing some 60s. I am watching visibility really closely because it is responding rapidly. Sussex up to 4 miles of visibility now after dipping below quarter mile. Danbury's still a little bit hazy at 3, but Central Park looking good at 9. Radar now dry, satellite clear, so most of us are starting the day with sunny skies, and that will hold through the first half of the day. But showers do work in the second half of the day. You see rain off to our north and west, and at times a little more than showers. Some of those storms could be strong to severe with a level 2 risk for severe weather north and west of New York City. What this means is that thunderstorms that develop do bring in the risk for locally heavy downpours that can produce some localized flooding, as well as gusty enough wind to produce some damage. So let's time it out. First half of Saturday looks fantastic. It's a quick warm up. Midday, we're already in the mid 70s under a mostly sunny sky with mainly dry conditions. Our highs today in the low 80s, a similar landing spot to where we ended up yesterday and puts us well above the seasonal average. But after 2 or 3, we'll start to see some thunderstorms fire up mainly north of the city, and by late afternoon, early evening, in my mind, that is 4 to about 7. That's when we see the thunderstorms really start to develop, and this is when we're looking at the potential for impacts in the metro area. You see those stronger storms, you see the heavy downpour. This could also produce some gusty wind, and we do kick in an AccuWeather alert for tonight as the threat for thunderstorm activity continues. This is when we'll see that higher risk for our interior suburbs north and west of the city for those stronger storms that can produce the damage. So we're watching that overnight into tomorrow morning, and then things calm down ahead of sunrise Sunday. Tomorrow there will be differences, a lot less sunshine with a mostly cloudy start from sunrise tomorrow morning. It's also noticeably cooler with highs today in the low 80s. We'll cap it in the low 70s tomorrow, but it still looks mainly dry for the first half of the day tomorrow. Tomorrow shower activity starts to develop by midday and we'll see those scattered showers for the second half of your Sunday. And this wet weather pattern holds as we start the work week. In fact, a better chance for rain both Monday and Tuesday with rounds of it. We could see some heavy rain that led to some localized flooding, as well as the continued threat for some spotty thunderstorm activity. So in general, more unsettled as we head into the next several days. And between today and Tuesday, parts of our area pick up 2 to 4 inches of rain. So that lets you know it is a soggier setup for the next several days. But it's not bad news, because the concentrated areas that see the better rainfall, actually the areas that are still dealing with a bit of drought conditions. So it's good news overall, even if it's not quite as pleasant as the sunny skies that we've experienced and enjoyed for the past several weeks, it feels like. Today, moderate air quality, high pollen. That hopefully will improve as well, just with the rain rinsing everything off. But for today, allergy pill probably still necessary, especially if you're sensitive to oak, birch, and maple. Here's a look at the next 12 hours. Sunny for the first half. Highs make their way to the low 80s, and then late afternoon, early evening, we start to see those storms fire up. These temperatures, though, they are toasty. Again, a little more typical of late June, early July, and similar to what we felt yesterday. We do trend cooler from here. Tomorrow, low 70s, 60s for Monday and Tuesday as the rounds of rain continue. That was the AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back after the break.
Welcome back. The Super Cats.
Yes.
Uh-oh, don't get in the sink now. Come on, Shadow.
Listen, in honor of my dress, I present to you Cats in a Pickle. We're starting first with Shadow, and Dylan said Shadow's at the spa, and Dylan promises that Shadow really enjoys this. I'm gonna take Dylan's word for it, but I've never met a cat who would, but okay, cool. We also have Brisket here. I don't know how he's gonna get out of this, but Courtney, I hope you helped him. It's very cute. And we also have Henry here, who enjoys the high things in life, I guess. Very sweet. Today we're starting with sunny skies and temperatures that are on the warm side, but we still got a ways to go. We're in the 70s now with our highs in the upper 70s, low 80s, more than 10 degrees above normal, and similar to yesterday's landing spot. But the sunshine that we start with, that's not how we finish the day. Scattered thunderstorms work in for the second half of our Saturday, some strong to severe, prompting an AccuWeather alert. I'll break down the timing and the threats for tonight in the AccuWeather forecast after the break.
Welcome back. And you know, Dani, my whole thing is I just want to be off the road by the time the rain starts.
Oh, done.
Yeah, right.
Done.
True.
Yeah. I think we really can hold off until late afternoon, early evening, maybe by 4 or 5, starting to get a little active in spots. But until then, sunny skies and highs today that are 15 degrees above normal. Gorgeous start to our Saturday morning. 71 degrees right now in the city. Beautiful blue sunny sky. Right now, forecast high expected to hit 83. Yesterday was 84. It's the second warmest day so far this year, and about 15 above normal. Today, similar landing spot before we start trending cooler and wetter as we move into the second half of the weekend and start of the work week. This morning feeling good across the 5 boroughs. Mid-70s already on Staten Island, 74 for New Dorp. It's like 71 in the East Village, upper 60s for Jackson Heights, mid-70s for Gravesend at 75, Newark at 73. So it's a warm start to our Saturday morning. We still have a ways to go before hitting our highs. Expected to land upper 70s, low 80s before those thunderstorms start to ramp up and things cool off a little bit. So looking at satellite and radar this morning, radar is dry now after a few sprinkles in our northern neighborhoods this morning. Our satellite looks good as well, but you don't have to look far to find the rain. And as we move into the second half of today, a thunderstorm threat starts to fire up, some of which could be strong to severe. You're looking at areas north and west of the city under a level 2 threat for severe weather. That means the storms are strong enough to produce potentially damaging wind gusts and heavy enough rain to produce some localized flooding. Also expecting lightning, small hail within those thunderstorms that fire up moving into the second half of the day. But we're starting our Saturday warm with a lot of sunshine. And the sunny skies hold through your lunch hour with temperatures today in the upper 70s, low 80s at our warmest. Again, it's 15 above normal. By 2 or 3, we're starting to see a little activity on radar for our northern neighborhoods. And then by 4, 5, 6 o'clock, that's when we expect the thunderstorms to drift through the metro area. Again, heavy rain possible, could produce some localized flooding, gusty wind, lightning, hail, all possible. Continue to see the thunderstorm threat through tonight with an AccuWeather alert in effect because of the potential for some of those stronger storms to turn severe. Through the overnight hours, still some showers and maybe a few thunderstorms, and then we settle down ahead of sunrise Sunday. Sunday in general, not a washout either, but it looks and feels different. We start mostly cloudy, and our highs will end up about 10 degrees cooler tomorrow in the low 70s. By midday tomorrow, starting to see a little action on radar once again, but tomorrow it's more scattered rain showers rather than the thunderstorm threat that we see today. We continue with this wet weather pattern moving into the start of the work week. Rounds of rain, heavy at times, expected Monday and Tuesday before trending drier by the end of the week. when it's all said and done, we expect parts of the area to pick up 2 to 4+ inches of rain. So it is a soggier stretch ahead of us. But keep in mind, the focus of where we expect the heaviest rainfall totals over the next few days. Also, the area is still dealing with the drought conditions. So it's not bad news. It just means we got to prep for the rain coming off such a nice, dry, sunny stretch for the past feels like several weeks. Today, at least we get the sunshine to start. Mostly sunny for now, partly cloudy through the middle of the day, mainly dry until 2 or 3 with high temperatures today in the low 80s. It's the second half of the day we start to see those thunderstorms fire up. Some of those storms could be strong to severe. It's the reason for the AccuWeather alert. Our primary threat's going to be heavy rain and gusty wind, but lightning and small hail possible as well. Tomorrow, mostly dry to start under a mostly cloudy sky, then scattered showers work in by midday, off and on through the second half of your Sunday. We continue trending cooler into the start of the work week with highs falling to the 60s Monday and Tuesday. Rounds of rain, some thunderstorm activity, then trending drier finally by the end of next week. Tony and Michelle?
Okay, in other words.
Well, that was good.
Yeah, it was.
Hello, ladies.
Look at us. Hello. This is ginger ale
This is
and
ginger
mint.
ale. I do want to clarify for the bosses at home.
Yeah, we're told to say this is ginger ale. No, it is.
I can't see anything. Grab your fascinator and get your bets in. It is Kentucky Derby weekend. Hats, horses, and a whole lot of gambling. 19 horses and jockeys will compete for a $3 million prize and the garland of red roses.
Churchill Downs in Louisville will fill up with 150,000 excited fans in just a few hours. As for the bets, the horse journalism is the current fan favorite, right?
Yeah.
With the 1 to 2 odds.
Something like
that. 7 to 2 odds. Okay, that's even better. We like that name. Followed by Sandman, American Promise, and Sovereignty.
And let's get to the gambling.
Let's get to
Shall we?
that, right.
More than $200 million was gambled on the main event just last year. The Derby is also in the top 10 of all gambling events in the U.S. And of course, it's also a party. It's why we got our mint juleps.
Mint juleps.
The Google search for mint juleps is up 600% in May compared to other months.
Mint juleps.
Is that how you say it? Okay, all right.
All right, good luck, everybody.
That's right.
Coming up on Eyewitness News, legal trouble.
Fun around here. That was crazy over there. Those are good. Those are good
Fun
little
around
drinks.
here.
Yeah.
Fun is our baseline. Come on now.
I know, right?
What a Saturday. And what a Saturday weather-wise,
Yes.
at least
It's good.
for the first half. We're starting sunny and warm as our highs make their way to the 80s again today before the sunny skies turn a little stormy second half of the day. But 71 degrees and sunshine right now looks gorgeous. Today, it's a warm one again with our highs in the upper 70s, low 80s, about 15 degrees above normal with a breeze. But by late afternoon, early evening, we do expect the thunderstorm threat to develop. And tomorrow, it's starting to look and feel different. Our temperatures are capped 10 degrees cooler. It'll be mostly cloudy with scattered showers the second half of our Sunday. And this opens the door for a wet weather pattern in general. The extended forecast stays unsettled with rounds of heavy rain and some thunderstorm activity Monday and Tuesday. In fact, several inches of rain expected to fall between today and Tuesday. Right now, temperatures are warming quickly in Morristown at 75. We're at 65 in Islip. Newburgh at 70, feeling good. 60 in Bridgeport, 55 still in Liberty. But we all make our way well above the seasonal average under a mostly sunny sky for the first half of our Saturday. As we zoom out on satellite and radar, you don't have to look far to find the rain. And as we move into late afternoon, early evening, we expect the thunderstorm threat to work in. The Storm Prediction Center giving areas north and west of New York City a level 2 risk for severe weather today. And that means as some of these strong storms develop, they do have the potential to produce heavy enough rain to prompt flooding and gusty enough wind to produce some damage. So strong to severe thunderstorms can't be ruled out by late afternoon or into this evening. But for the first half of your Saturday, sunny skies looking and feeling good as our highs make their way to the upper 70s, low 80s. It is a warm one. By 3 or 4, we'll start to see a little action on radar, and by 5 or 6, those stronger storms do start to develop, and it looks like they could impact New York City and the metro area. Again, these are drenching downpours that can produce ponding on roadways, really gusty wind, lightning, and small hail. And then we'll get another round as we head into tonight. It looks like this round also has the potential to pack a punch with that severe threat. We'll continue with the rain. That's why we have the AccuWeather alert for late tonight, and then settle down overnight ahead of sunrise tomorrow morning. But tomorrow does look and feel different. We start mostly cloudy versus the sunshine that we saw today. Highs tomorrow are just in the 70s compared to the 80s that we hit today. But tomorrow also has a rain chance. It's just scattered showers rather than the thunderstorm threat. We'll start to see a few scattered showers by midday, and they'll continue off and on for the second half of Monday. We see the unsettled weather Monday into Tuesday as well. Rounds of heavy rain at times, maybe some isolated thunderstorm activity as well, but we don't start trending drier until we head into the end of the coming week. Overall, we're looking at 2 to 4+ inches of rain between today and Tuesday. That sounds like a lot, right? But remember, remember, this is beneficial because some of the concentrations where we'll see the heaviest rainfall totals are also the areas still dealing with the drought conditions. So it could actually end up being a great thing, really beneficial rain on the way. It just changes up this weather pattern that we've been enjoying with the dry conditions, sunshine, and warm temperatures. Another benefit of the rain is hopefully it'll help to give us a nice rinsing. Pollen is high today, but we do expect that to trend a little better in the coming days. So if you're like me, you suffer from oak, the birch, the maple, hopefully you'll get a little relief as we move into the start of the week, where today you're still feeling it. Hour by hour, you see the sunny skies to start. You see our highs climb into the upper 70s, low 80s, and then you see the thunderstorm threat this evening. Temperatures today about 15 degrees above normal, and it's nice to start dry, but the storms could be strong enough tonight to prompt that AccuWeather alert. Again, drenching downpours, gusty wind, lightning, and hail, all possible within the thunderstorms that develop this evening through tonight. And then tomorrow, about 10 degrees cooler, mostly cloudy as well. We'll get scattered showers by midday on. We continue with the rounds of rain and cooler conditions Monday and Tuesday, highs in the 60s. Looks like we finally trend drier by the end of the week. That's the AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back.